What a beautiful night. Ah, shit! So I did something absolutely crazy. In just 24 hours, I combined two of my games into what I believe is the ultimate horror boss parkour game.
But how are you going to add horror and boss fight elements into a parkour game?
Well, leave this to me. This game turns out to be the hardest game I've ever made, and you're going to need some serious skills to win it. No! Shit! No! Why? Fuck! Why did this game so hard? Fuck! Come on! Fuck. Now the most important thing for making parkour game is movement. Imagine the goal of the game is to go as fast as possible to other platform, and you can only walk. Whoa, that's so fun. So I'm going to add 4 movements to prevent making walking simulator. The first thing we are going to add is sliding and crouching. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Are crouching and sliding two different things?
Yes and no. Let me explain. The way it works, when you're running and try to crouch, you're going to slide. But if you stay still or moving really slow, you guessed it, you just crouch. Basically, there are 2 different moves triggered by the same button, with the only difference that you're moving fast or slow, or you just stay at one place. If your slide ends under the object, you will stay crouched until you go outside of it. Now it's time for the second movement, the wall run. Even if I want to explain how this works, I cannot, because as you can see, it didn't work very well. I had to make the hardest decision ever in the entire challenge. Before I tell you, make sure you click the subscribe and like button to support me in making videos and games like this. You see how these movements are not communicating very well with each other. It's full of bugs and not working correctly. I have 2 choices. First, try to fix all bugs and improve the communication between the movements, which can take so much time and not be able to finish the game in time, or it can save some time if I finish the bugs fast. But the problems are a lot and not allowing each movement to work properly. I had to figure something else, and there is come the second choice. I don't want to say it, but I can delete everything I have been working till this moment and start all over again. Second choice can save a lot of time by making everything from scratch and make proper connection and transition between different movements, or I can end up on the same spot I am right now with a lot of time wasted. I have to make a really hard decision in no time, every second is ticking away. So after a lot of thinking, I'm ready with the decision. I decided to scrap everything and start all over again. We added again sliding, crouching and wall running. And guess what? This turns out to be the best decision because it didn't take that much time. The way wall running works is by making some kind of force that touches the player to the wall and adding gravity that pulls you down with time. The third movement we are going to add is mantling.
Please help me. Here too much raining.
The way mantling works is when you are close to a small obstacle, you just do a quick mantle. But if it's little bigger, you do normal mantle, which is a little slower. A lot of time passed by. So the next thing we are going to add is that over time your speed increases. When you start running and while running, your speed increases. We also added the timer, which will help you to see how fast you are passing the obstacles in smooth camera. So smooth. So the fourth movement we are going to add is wall climbing. When you go next to a wall, you jump and automatically start to climb. And don't worry, every move is done automatically. All you need to do is press space except for crouching and sliding.
But what's the point of all these movements without any levels?
Good question. That's what we are starting to make right now. We made a new map, added all obstacles, and made it nighttime.
Hey, over here!
Where did you even come from?
You said you will add your previous 2 horror and boss fight games to this game.
And that's what we are doing right now. The horror part is the nighttime, and the ghost who, when you move, will hear her laugh and start chasing you. But when you look back, you will see absolutely nothing. But don't worry, she is there, always watching you, wanting your soul. There are also other horror parts in this level, but I'm not going to spoil them. You can play the game and see them for yourself. The ghost will appear when you're too slow and there's no indicator to tell you how close she is. The next thing we are going to add is,
What about the boss?
why? Why do you have to appear exactly when I'm about to speak about the boss? Now, I know it's going to be very epic and good to add boss fight, but I don't have enough time for this. I'm going to put this guy to the end of the level, and when you go to him, you will probably want to go as fast as possible to him, because when he hits you, it will stop the timer. But there's a problem. If you join now and have never played a game like this, you will make it too easy for the ghost. So I made a base where you can practice and see how fast you are passing this training. This is my time. I'm sure you cannot beat this time. There's something important I want to tell you, but before that, the game is available in the link in the description. If you want to support me in making videos and games like this, make sure you click the subscribe and like button. Thank you. The important thing I wanted to say is because of this 24-hour limit, I was able to make only one level and one base level. If you want to make more levels, let me know in the comments. You can watch how I made the boss fight game in 7 hours, or how I made the horror game with the ghost in 3 weeks.